reserve, as I've said. Fingers crossed for a beautiful match of football as Murray United kick us off for this game. Ball sent forwards early towards mid-on. Dunn brought down there on the edge of the area. Bit of a silly foul, that one, on the Murray United captain. He did make a pass forwards, but wasn't really near enough to its intended target to truly affect the contests. But he's been the fashion style on the field of someone who can take a decent free kick. Let's see what he can produce. He sends one, it's over into the back stick, and it is in the back of the net. An early shock lead for the visitors, Murray United. Aaron Midon, he looked confident stepping up to take that free kick. He grabbed the ball, he said, "I'm having this one." And maybe his other teammates perhaps didn't believe in him as much as he did. But for Langwarrin to equalise, it's played short to Cal Goulding. He clips one into the area, but it's punched away by Koch, only as far as Stojlovic. He brings it down, tries to get the shot away, but good closing defence there, not giving him the opportunity to get away. Good shot, and it's a thumping kick there by Abdulkarim Koch. A fantastic kick, in fact. Midon with the first-time shot. A long throw, as he so often does. Will it find a head? It does. Portelli, no one, Koch doesn't come to claim it. Forced to the back stick to Portelli! And Portelli, that's his first for the club, and what an important one that could be. An equaliser for the former Melbourne City youth, Lucas Portelli there. The ball really not dealt with well there by Murray United. That's one of their trademarks this season. They have been shaky in defence. The ball bouncing across the penalty area there after it was flicked on from Jordan Templin's long throw. You thought that Abdulkarim Koch would have come out to claim that ball, but instead it drifts towards the back stick, and Lucas Portelli thunders it home on the half volley. Not a hat-trick consisting of goals, but instead one consisting of offsides. Long ball sent towards Tom Young. The Langwarrin defence looking for the offside flag there, but instead Tom Young is allowed to break and take the strike for Murray as Templin clips this one in towards the back post again, and Etheridge rose highest, far higher than anyone else. Langy defence. He'll have another opportunity, and he goes around Jaden Mudaffri and works the ball into the area. He's got options in the middle. Oh, and flashes across the face of goal there. And the ball falls for Max Etheridge here on this left-hand side. Will he play it into Wayne Wallace? He will. Will Wayne Wallace take on the strike? He does. It's low and it's hard, but it's just past. Almost on cue, it seems as though they are now. And in fact, not only are they out of danger, but now it's Murray in danger as Jordan Templin chips the keeper. Don Paul there. He gets brought down the edge of the area, and the referee, well, on the basis of what Portelli conceded before as a foul, you would have thought that might have been given, but instead the referee keeps his hand by his side with the whistle. It's done here. He looks to curl the shot. It comes off the head. There's going to have to stop play there because that came right off the bonce. It will be Demir Stojlovic to take this one. It's a question of a shot or cross. It is a shot, and it comes off the frame of the goal. Clipped back in. It's still alive, though. Eventually, Abdulkarim Koch does make the claim, but that was some strike. Won't want to be out wide, but needs are as needs must, I suppose. This ball's played in behind to Luke Burgess. Will he have the chance to dribble it? He hits it under Koch, but again, the pace on the ball is not enough here. Jordan Templin coming off after yet another hard day's work. He's replaced by Dave Sturton, who you suspect will figure in that number 10 spot. Maybe opportunities. Played nicely. Good incisive pass there from Tommy Amanzi. Now it's shifted wide by Etheridge to Johnny Baird. He clips it in, looking for the head of Dave Sturton. Sturton fires it into the back of the net, off the bench. His first game back after missing last week. Fires it into the back of the goal to give Langwarrin what you have to say is a much-deserved lead. Back from injury, back off the bench, and thanks to Dave Sturton, Langwarrin back in front. A fantastic play. Tom Youngs tries to flick one on for Greenwood, opens up for him again, but eventually the ball falls to a Langwarrin player in Johnny Baird, and you suspect perhaps that'll be that. Maybe even an opportunity to Langwarrin to end this game once and for all. It's pumped forward, looking for Max Etheridge. He chests it down nicely, nods it wide of Jade North, fires it towards Abdul Karim Cock. And that's 41 Socceroos caps like Jade North. Max Etheridge coming up clutch in the final moments of this game, and as he holds the ball up, the referee blows the full-time whistle. Dave Sturton coming on the field, and within minutes of his introduction, returning to the field and ultimately proving the difference today. A towering header finished off by Dave Sturton. A wonderful move from Langwarrin to give them the 3 points today in front of a massive home crowd on Past Players Day. Scott, a little, a tad nervy after going behind, in the opening. Oh, maybe a little bit. You always get scared when you see a first goal, but clearly you've got a lot of belief in the side. But anyway, after that, it was a fairly controlling performance, and ultimately, I think it deserved 3 points. Were you pleased with the performance today against Murray?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic for the entire club to have such a significant day and have incredible people back at the club. And I must admit, standing over the other side of the pitch, seeing the ex-players standing there watching the current players, I think it gave us something to play for, and it really spurred us on. And I think it was a great day overall for the club.
And of course, the man of the moment getting us that winning goal was Dave Sturton. He has had, a fairly well-documented trouble with injuries, not just throughout his career, but especially at his time at Langwarrin. He missed the game last week against North Geelong, but back into the side this week, and you brought him off the bench, and, within 3 minutes, he had the goal that was ultimately the winner. For someone who's dealt with those injury troubles over the course of the season, how pleased are you for him to have that sort of thing happen?
Yeah, it's important for us to separate injury and David Sturton in those two words, because ultimately he is a player playing in a competitive sport, and the risk is always high to get injured. David's a new man. We've spent a lot of time with him, with his body, getting his body right, and ultimately he proved me wrong today. And ultimately, that's what you want as a manager. We've tested him the last few weeks. He was fit and available last week. However, we knew the dynamic of that game. We needed no risk on the bench, and we spoke to David about that. But today he's arrived with an incredible mentality, wanting to win the game for his team, demonstrated an incredible header, and what a reward. I mean, it's a case of when a player proves you wrong, it's a great feeling for the player, but I don't take it personal. I just think it's such a significant time for that player in particular, and I can't be happier for him.
And of course, Dave's goal was ultimately the difference, but it was, of course, a team performance and a very good one at that. How pleased were you to see the interconnectedness? You sort of remarked about it a little bit earlier, the interconnectedness with which, the Langwarrin team managed to play today, especially in that attacking third.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we've got work to do. I mean, yes, we can applaud the result today, but there were times where I thought we were a bit stretched in midfield, so we need to review that during the week. But ultimately, what's important is 2 wins back-to-back for a team that has been working hard all year. And I said it to the players, I've never doubted you, and we've never doubted our ability. It's about maximising the opportunity now, and we've got 8 games remaining for the remainder of the season, and our intention's very clear, to control the training tempo and the quality, and prepare with the mentality of winning every game. I think if that's clear, and the ambition of the group's clear also, anything's possible.
So those 2 wins from the last 2 games, you did just touch on it there. I imagine that given the music that was pumping out just seconds before we started this interview, that the morale's fairly high after that one?
Yeah, it's significant for me being at this club. It's important to enjoy and respect those moments, and to see people in the dressing room that aren't involved in the team on a Tuesday or Thursday. It's inspirational for me to see so many people wanting to attach to a winning team and embrace the win. And I'm all for that, because I think this club's quite special and unique in that way, and long may it continue for everyone, because those rooms are buzzing. And Fraser's music's top drawer, I must admit. Bit of Simply the Best, can't complain with that. And hopefully we hear that winning song more often.